liberation, eliminations. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, the severely. I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and the precious of Buddhahood. O Mother Sentient Beings, especially those enemies who hate me. Obstacles who harm me, and those create obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, the severely. I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dala, Dhamvara Zebe, Da, Nubara Zebe, Ge, Darba, Dam, Dam, Je, Jemba, La, Barda, Jubara Zeba, Dam, Je, Zora Zebe, Manam, Gadan. Timje, Damje, Dewa, Dan, Den, Dong, Aradan, Daran, Yorda, Lana, Meba, Yanda, Bara, Zobe, Zanjo, Rumbo, Je, Do, Baraza. Those unto achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the kind rule Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas or yadams. We take refuge in the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and the Dharma guidance, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas embraced enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to Bodhisattva, and applying myself to complete the stage of the path. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent, I take refuge under enlightenment is reached by the merit of generosity and other good deeds. May I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in calamity, free from attachment, aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind toward Tathangatas in the 10 directions. Those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at the present, and those Tathagata state to come. Through the power of Samdup prayers, may all Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I prostrate to them, multiplying my body as many times as there are atoms of the earth. In each atom, I visualize as many Buddhas as there are atoms, surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus, all space is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the great working of the excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offering of various pure flower garlands of mize, anointing oils, manifesting light and fragrant incense. I make offering to them of fine garments, perfume and purple, pour the highest moment, and arrange the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings and offer them with great faith to all Buddhas. I prostrate to the Buddhas and make offering to them following the deeds of great Bodhisattva Samantabhadra. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 directions of great Bodhisattvas and the Pakika Buddhas, those who have entered Aharasha and those who have entered the path of Aharasha and all other beings. I request to all great protectors and the Buddhas to turn the highest way of Dharma as the light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions, leading them gradually to enlightened states. I supplicate those Buddhas intending passing to Parinirvana to living long as many eons as they are atoms of the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through postrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the spring mountain, the four continents, and the sun and the moon. As Buddha fear I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of Buddha fears. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer altar, inner, and sacred offerings. With my body, word, and all that is visible, please grant me the supreme realization and enlightenment. Whatever may I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment, all saints and beings, all these are dedicated. Om Guru Rina Mendra Panzamanga Samada Savarana Samaya Ahom. Jam ren je dong men zam len jin zhao bei dong song yong la jia zum me jar wa dor jin chang pan je ding gong bei xiao lan de de da de sam je qiu le xin je lo je du je jin yin ge men ba sar ne jiang sem zhi zha ra de do ba ra xin ji lo. Equal refuge, enemy of the world. Your film provides the 3,000 words. You are the victor Vajradhara without doubt. A bow at the feet of Father Jiti Songo. Continually, I think of no one but you. Compassion even grant your blessings. Despair, darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of the mind. Please stand aware of the Dharma of the true way hackers and the combination according to disposition, the likewise mental capacity of sentient beings. His wisdom is burning like the sun, free of the clothes of true words, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds wisdom takes at his heart, he has a compassion. For all beings who are suffering from the darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60 branch of Haramana speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cast sadness of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, magician, adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Om Wange Yoromo, 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 No Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. No Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. Wange Wange Yoromo. Wange Yoromo, Wange Yoromo. No Wange Yoromo, Arabazanade, Arabazanade, Arabazanade. Arabazanade, Arabazanade. You who are the perfect beautiful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes, and the dispel darkness of worldly ignorance, are posted before you in the praise to Majeshiri. Yune Gelen Jangwa Bo Yi Ye Do Me Ra Den Baran Ye Den De Mo Me Zar Wan Jang Bara Yang La Zan Ze Do Dong Ge Do Ye Xiao Ye Rui Zhen Yin Je Me Do De Je Bong Jian Ba Zer Je Leng Bo Da Bra Ji Be Yao Jie Yar Bei Ya La Ge Zan Ze Dor Jin Jian Jin De Lo Na Ro Dang Mar Ba Me La Ji Jie Gan Bo Ba Ba Mo Zhi Ba Jar Wan De Gong Ga Jie La Ma Nan La Zor Wan De Re O Men Ji Jie Yin Jie Bo Dan De De Zong Zang Jie Gen Jie Ngo Jie Ran Zhen Jie Gen Ngo Zong Dong Zhe Lama Nam La Zorwande. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, evening. Tashidele, welcome to teaching, Nagarjuna teaching. We are at verses 95. Finish in 95, 96. Please get the text 96. When you have this text, then you can better understand. Text is very, very important. When you listen and teaching, you have to look and read. 96. So then here, Nagarjuna sharing many different informations. So now is the sixth ram. You know, this here ram, suffering, hungry gods, animal, human beings, and gods ram, jealous gods ram. He's sharing all these rams. We finished the harem suffering and talk about animal is finished. So today is in the right now here is hungry gods. Then hungry gods has many different kind of hungry gods. Hungry gods means not only one type experience hungry ghost. So there has a diversity different kind of hungry ghost. The 95 we already told that hungry ghost experience, like even winter time, sun is cold, summertime moon is cold, means like when you cold time, even heat times also cold. When cold time, heat also cold. So that has that experience. Then 96 today. So they stay like really, really long time. I think this also last way we talked. And some have bodies bound by that tight nose. So tied by nose means like karma tied by them. Okay. This bound by that tight nose is just example is the point is karma really tied to them. The karmic store of previous evil deeds. So this all is due to the lower realm suffering is due to the previous life negative karma deeds. No born as constant misery and pain. So they're due to that negative karma, born into lower realms in this hungry God's realm. And then hungry God's realm is extremely hunger, thirsty, also heat and cold, constantly misery and painful. For 10,000 years, they will not die. So how long they stay in that realm is 5,000, 10,000 years. They don't die because long as the karma is not exhaust, they not die, still stay. Then, if the practitioner which followed by learning like other, masters, even Buddha Shakyamuni, and we know the Bodhisattva's story. And right now, if we practicing Dharma, create bodhicitta, due to our own negative karma, maybe falling into these realms. And then we can recall bodhicitta. And we can recall practice. So due to that, it can free from in this realm momently. That's also another power of the practice of Dharma. So many this, his story, Buddha, even Buddha Shakyamuni, previous life, take birth to these lower realms. He created the bodhicitta, and then momently all this hell realm is become transformed to heaven. So that's hell realm's source is and this lower realm source is the afflictive emotion, and heaven means like is source of the love, compassion, bodhicitta. So the long as we have ability to record the Dharma practice in these states, also don't have to stay this long time in there. I think this who don't have Dharma, who don't know and the bodhicitta, and then they stay like who don't know how to confessing the negative deeds, and they stay very long time in this lower realms. Then the verses 97. The cause of this, the spirits is hungry gods. Varied voice. There has so many diversity suffering. And all such candidate torments one may get. Or just diversity suffering, this all sufferings just, bring to one test, like torments one may get, is being greedy. So why this diversity is hungry gods suffering? Where is the really source come from this suffering? It's one reason. One reason is it's being greed. It's too much greed in this, human being realm. And then go to in this hungry gods realm. This is the Buddha said. So Nagarjuna referred to Buddha Shakyamuni. He said, hungry gods source is beings are very greedy. And the strangeness is not for the sublime. So So that's the, like it's due to greed and stinginess, source of this hungry gods, suffering. Not for the samlam means not for the realizers or practitioners. Mm, so another way say like that's a not for the samlam means like who don't have a dharma practice. Samlam means like who don't have really spiritual quality, and then they take birth into these realms. So who are not the dharma practitioner? So dharma practitioner is the point is like who practice six paramita. Without a six paramita practice, then they take birth into these realms. So that's we finish there is the hungry gods suffering. Now next is mm, the 98 is talk about God's realm suffering. Even in the highest realms, the pains of death are more intense than is the greatest bliss. So higher realm is God's realm. God's realm has many also different kind of God's realms. The mostly this God's realm has good desire realm. It's a happy and joy until when they're ready to die. So in this God realm is also has pains, is suffering of death. More intense than is the greatest bliss. Like we have a very joyful great bliss. Then opposite of that, there's sufferings, death sufferings. And so good people who reflect on this, so then good people means who dharma practitioners reflect on these six realms. Then so this don't curve the higher realms means like not attached to human being realms and not attached to God's realms. The reason is because God realm also and painful when they're ready to die. Even they have so much pleasure, good things, but they're also impermanent, and they are not free from suffering. One day they lost all these good things, and then when ready to die, is extremely painful. That's the reason Nagarjuna say, who has wisdom and don't attach to the higher realms, which soon must end, means like soon as possible end of the samsara. Liberate from samsara, not attached to the samsara. So that's the reason we have these four thoughts meditations. Four thoughts meditation is first two is no attached to fixation in this life. Second two is no attached fixation to future life, future good life, something like God's realms. So must be free from samsara. That's a 99, 98. 99 is like sharing Nagarjuna sharing about God's realm suffering, what happened in God's realms. So he just mentioned like when they're, pain of death. What happened for when ready to die? Here is more explained. 99. Their bodies, colors cease to charm and please. So in the Gazara has, body is shining, radiant, colorful, beauty. When ready to die, they all lose that and become very ugly. Same as the beautiful flower, and then they're ready to decreasing is become flower. When they're ready to die, is not beauty, losing the beauty. And same as a Gazram, when ready to die, is losing all these qualities, body's qualities. Then their seeds grow hard. So then when they usually the seeds are the joyful and extremely, I think, looks like beautiful joy. But then when ready to die, they don't like to sit. The seed is become also, not nice, kind of like maybe, bad, or like something like comes out from the seeds, not pleasant, come from the seed. Their flower rats do word. Then there, God's realm has beautiful flowers. I think diversity gods, gods. There has a different kind. I think have they have the different kind of their pleasure things from their own. So they have flower, garlands with the flower kind of like malas, like on the body. The naturally they're all odd, and those like every their time always have this beautiful everything naturally rising from them. Then when ready to die, the sign of death, the flower is become odd and not become have good quality or nice smells. The clothes are stained, means like usually guys don't need to washing machine, looks like, okay, and they don't have to wash. Always clothes is always clean, and so no smell, no dirty not exist. So the when ready to die, then clothes are stained. It's become dirty, and they cannot wash. They don't have this idea. So we human being we have washing machine when clothes dirty. No, this exists there. Even this clothes is not possible to wash. They cannot change. Even what all the clothes, whatever they wear, like if some gods has, very clean cloth, but when this who die, they receive is naturally old and stained. And on their bodies, no upper rank drops of sweat than never had before. Then, usually they don't have sweat from body. They don't have smell coming from the body. Or usually smell is like beauty, good smell. So like they don't have to create a perform anything. The nature perform is usually their own body. But when ready to die, all this good smell is become changed to very bad smell. And then never have sweat anything body, but when they're ready to die, this all coming body and also bad smell. Then 100. So these 5 are sons, means they have 5 already Nagarjuna mentioned, 5 different sons of death. So 5 sons is so the body is changing, and the seed is don't want to sit. Is flower garland it's become old. Your clothes is become, stained, dirty, and then rising this all the, sweat, and so the bad smell is rising from body. So that's five. This these five are sons that heard death in heaven. So they're ready to die. That son is the death of the heaven. God's ram is called heaven rams. So very joyful. But when they're ready to die, these all five signs come out. That means they're ready to die. They how long stay this one? The more than our lifetime. So that's why extremely suffering means God's ram has a very long life. So our human being is actually, 50 years, they're one day kind of. And then that's, the Asanga has experience. He went to see the Buddha Metteyya in the heaven. So he went to one morning in the Buddha Metteyya place. He come back in this place. It's become already 50 years gone. So where in this, heaven is like also have different kind of heavens. And this heaven also very long comparing to human being Ram. Because thing, like our 50-year day, one day maybe. So like that kind difference. So then their years, many years, they're stuck there to death suffering. So that means like our human being, many lifetimes, they have death suffering. Then they also have a joy for pleasure is like many human being lifetime there has, but one day they're lost. So then they're going to happen this or experience falling to lower realms. Then appearing to the gods in their bodies. So that's all, sons appear to them. They are not unlike the sons of death, that the ones of coming death in human on the earth. So this lawyer ne pelana lan yong de satay manan chor bada dumbar se chite namdandra. Then this God's realm death experience or sons, same as a human being also have these sons too. They are not unlike these sons, means like not only the God's realm unlikely they have these sons of death, that one of coming death in humans. This actually human being we also have. When human beings, the exhausting the life or ready to die, they have these five signs too. We have these signs, but sometimes we don't recognize. Maybe very mild, or maybe just we normally have this sufferings. That's why we don't recognize. Could be. So this signs coming to also human beings too. This mention is like not only this they are not unlikely, means like not only gods have these signs, that one of coming death in humans on the earth too. If long as we recognize, we also have this death suffering. People who finish the life, then there has something, experience, maybe don't want to stay in the world or very unhappy. sad, no pleasant anything, then all the clothes, homes, many like body have this kind of different sounds. Then 101, if they die, then what happens? They have a death suffering. When they die, they go to lower realms. No other choice. Someone falling from the top building, then they all the way to falling to the ground. So same as this God's realm. Those gods who transmigrate from heavenly worlds and do not have some later virtues left. So usually this gods falling to is die is like finish the good virtuous deeds. The take birth to heaven, that has good virtuous deeds. That's why they take heaven. In the heaven means we burning the good karma there. So then you finish your good karma. That's why that's falling. The hell realm is exhausting negative karma, burning negative karma. Okay. God's realm is heaven is burning good karma. Human beings can create both good karma and negative karma. So human being has a kind of a transaction, can be go to heaven or can be go to hells. The animal is mostly animal is go more lower. Because when you take birth to animal realm, and the animal always create negative karma. They don't have any idea about good things. They eat each other, hunting each other, so fears and very strong ignorance. And animal 99% is going to lower. So human is 50-50, I think. Gods is also 99% go to lower, go down. Harem beings, if finish their karma, 99% is go up again. So that's why like just strolling, mixed up or the samsara roller coaster, we call roller coaster. Then here, if they don't have good karma, virtuous life, where tumble, helpless, to the jaws abides. Then there's just no choice as best or hungry spirits or in hairs. So where there goes three places, animal realms or hungry ghosts or go to hell realms. They're not falling to the human being realms. They're just falling to in this either three realm anyone. That's the God's realm suffering. No, in this one is 102 is jealous gods. Jealous gods is the Asura Begrudge, the gods, the splendor. The imber looting thus torments their minds. So, though clever, they are obscured as all the kind, and so it is they cannot see the truth. This jealous gods is naturally due to jealousy, naturally, jealous to the gods' realms. That's what they embedded. Looting thus torments their mind that that extremely create suffering, because jealousy is so strong into your mind, you get painful, not pleasant, not happy, torments their minds. Then though clever, so they have another level clever. They are due to the clever doesn't have anything. So they knows what's going on. But controlled by jealousy, they don't have a choice. They knows they even like, okay, they fight, they're going to lose, they're going to die. But jealousy cannot stop that. So that's why even they know, they're clever, their obscuration is so strong. Jealousy is so strong. And as all their kind. So then, due to that, they fight with God's ram, injure, and die. So it is, they cannot see the truth. They don't have any opportunity to see the true nature, true path. The tormentally painful place. The reason is this obscuration, jealousy is so strong. So that's a jealousy God's ram suffering. No, 103, Nagarjuna instruction is like us, is samsara is like this. So he says samsara is like that. And thus we are reborn. If long as take birth into samsara is like that, suffering. As gods, as humans, denizens in here. So all these 6 realms. As gods or animal, but you should know, we have to know that birth is not good, a part of many heirs. So this all realms is suffering. So that's why defect of samsara meditation means like we have to know all these realms, then we can really contemplate defect of samsara. And rising from renunciation means want to liberate from these 6 realms. It's called renunciation. This 6 realm suffering, knowing benefit is we want to liberate. So that's why, this 6 realm suffering also we have to contemplate, meditate. As long as we contemplate, meditate, knowing all these realms are suffering, then we don't attach fixation to future good life. Like someone wanted to become and human beings again and again. Somebody wanted to take birth in the heavens. So Nagarjuna say, all these realms doesn't matter. 6 realms is roller coaster, changing all the time. All these realms are suffering. So don't go in these realms. His instruction, good is like free from this realm. That's the verses 103. So now verses 104. Now we have to put effort. Nagarjuna here sharing is that the effort is very important. Without effort, we're falling into these 6 realms. Give up your efforts trying to stop all this. or this as if your hair on clothes had just caught fire. So the point is like we have to Nagarjuna say give up anything, everything in the worldly things. Even the most dangerous things, worldly things coming, but have to still put effort more dharma. If your hair is get burning the fire, cloth is burning the fire, no time to remove your fire, because looking for the liberation, practice dharma. So that kind of we have to put effort. Like the main point is in the worldly thing. Nothing, anything is important. It's comparing to something, practice free from this realm. It's more important than anything in the worldly things. So that's this example, effort is to try to stop all this as if your hair or clothing had just caught fire. So let go this efforts means like just let go in the worldly efforts. The put effort for liberation. So that's a Nagarjuna instruction. Just do your best to not be born again. Put effort for the not taking birth again in samsara. No greater goal or need is there in this. Nothing beneficial in this. So the best our own taking care is not taking birth again in samsara. So doing something practice, that's the best you can do ourselves. No any other than that, anything you can do yourself. So sometimes like we think we're doing something ourselves, but due to our ignorance, we're doing something our own ourselves, good things, actually create causes of suffering ourselves, not something doing good for benefit ourselves. Nagarjuna here just main point is if long as something practice stop future life, take birth, and that's the best things doing ourselves. Not something like worldly things benefit us. So that's his clearly this instruction. Then 105. Is with discipline, good conduct, and concentration, meditation, wisdom too. So this called three tenets: conduct, concentration, wisdom. Six parameter also bring into three categories. So this is the antidote to anger. We talk about the three poison. So anger, ignorance, and attachment, three poison. So then same is like dharma, the release, the bring into the the three training. The most important is discipline and concentration, wisdom too. So attain nirvana, peaceful. Discipline, immaculate, origin or origin, deathless. I think origin, right? Origin, you're deathless. Unaging, deathless. So this, the point is these three trainings bring into in this, true nirvana. peaceful place. Nirvana, take to the nirvana. So deathless place. Unexhaustible means like never going to finish. Then so long as we have this training practice, this practice not going to take us in the samsara somewhere, like heaven somewhere. This training practice bring us to nirvana. So long as reach to in nirvana, then unexhaustible means like the never going to die that quality, exhaust, and quite distinct from earth and water. So it's become free from all this death and birth, far away from death and birth, like become not happening this. Wind, sun, and moon. So, and quite distinct from earth and water, fire, wind, sun, and moon. So free from all this, like our right now we rely on place is gone. That place is gone. No more in rely on these things, and become the permanent, truly happiness state is nirvana. The source is conduct, concentration, and wisdom. These three practices take us to the true happiness place. That's 95, I mean the 105, so no 106. So then here, Nagarjuna going to, he talk about this 7 attributes, called 7 attributes, I think. 7 attributes is like something quality, spiritual quality. They talk about 7 things. Mindfulness, discernment, diligence. So discernment is, knowing the right and wrong is discernment wisdom. We call sometimes discernment wisdom. And then third is diligence. Fourth is a joyful mind. It's joyful mind for this Dharma spiritual practice. 1, 2, 3, 4 ready. And 6, 5th is and flexibility. Flexibility is not like flexibility with mind or very flexibility. I say like you want to go to east. I say we go to north. So you say, okay, so that's we say flexible mind. But in this is not like that. Mind is, you very calm and not tight. Your mind is become, have a shinyata, like kind of, meditation, samadhi. And all this emotion cannot, disturbing your mind. So that's called the flexibility, not disturbing your, thoughts, emotions. Concentration, so that's number 6. Then eeringness, like, equalness. So that's number 7. These 7 lamps are elements that lead to Buddhahood. So these 7 attributes or 7 quality and 7 enlightening quality, this take us to Buddhahood. So usually we say like enlightening quality. What is enlightening quality? So this 7 is called enlightenment qualities. These 7 practice take us to in the Buddhahood. They gather virtue and attain the state beyond all pain. This 7 of these take us, beyond the samsara, free from samsara suffering. Then number 7, 107. Then this whole truth increasing, this 7 enlightening quality. So this 7 enlightening qualities bring into 2 categories. This 2 must be together. Without one, you cannot free from samsara. So we must have to have 2 legs to go. Without one leg, and the one leg cannot reach to where we go to destinations. So it's kind of like that, okay? Likewise, wisdom, concentration, fears. You have wisdom, you don't have enough concentration, samadhi, fears. Then, without wisdom, if missing wisdom, then you really cannot have a concentration. Concentration also going to fail. Then, and without concentration, wisdom too. Without meditation, also wisdom also not there too. So this both are rely on each other. One is missing, you cannot have other one too. So this both, samsara is sea. Samsara is the same as ocean, sea. First, no more than the plane left by half. So all this samsara you can draw up. No more left anything. Like samsara is an example, same is ocean. Long as you have this wisdom and concentration comes together, samsara ocean can be dry, can draw up. First, no more than the print. Even you cannot leave any print. Like you put feet in the ground, like if wet, and then you can put a footprint. If you dry up everything, then you cannot put a footprint in the ground. So ocean is going to dry up. Ocean of samsara is drawn up and dried. No even leave you can footprint in there, left by a half. So this is an example, okay? So the point is, like long as you have wisdom, concentration comes together, and then samsara is easily gimpy, dry up, and can be die. Samsara can die, and not left behind anything. Then next is the me of the sun deliver pronounce with silence on the 14 worldly points. On this you must not ponder or reflect. With them your mind will never be at peace. I don't know you knowing this, what means. This the one of the no Buddhist, like someone I think is no Buddhist teacher or someone asked these questions to Buddha. That comes me. He asked this 14 questions to Buddha Shakyamuni. Buddha Shakyamuni didn't give any answer, zero answer for that person. So then he think Buddha not knowing anything. So realitily, Buddha has omniscient wisdom. The reason is you give answer, it's no meaningful, no benefit. Yes, no, either is incorrect. Whatever you said, no beneficial. That's why Buddha silent. He didn't give any answer. So Nagarjuna said that Buddha didn't give these answers. The reason is like there are 14 things what this question or is worldly points. And this 14 answer, I mean the question Buddha don't give answer. The reason is this 14 he asked questions not taken to the nirvana, not any like related to that topic is for nirvana. So that's why Buddha didn't give answer. So the 14th question is I don't remember exactly. So he said this world release has beginning or end. Jiktin ta yudami. This world release has a beginning or end, and we have this Jiktin Tata Mata is all this world is permanent or impermanent. What is he says like Da Yudami? I think it's like have self or not self, something like he asked the 14 questions, something for to Buddha. The point is that all these 14 questions, Buddha didn't give answer to that person. Reason is that person was not looking for nirvana. And no beneficial to if question give it to answer give it to the person. So that's why on this you must not ponder or reflect with them your mind. So don't need to think something. The most important is like something not really related to nirvana, the free from samsara. Don't ask questions. Okay, it's very good. This something really you looking for nirvana, and then you can ask question. But other don't ask question unmeaningfully, not beneficially for something for take you to nirvana. Don't ask question about your business. Okay, don't ask question about your worldly things. The question only for how to get in nirvana. What is the solution for samsara, for something for afflictive emotions? So something take you to peaceful place. So that you can ask question, you can engage in that. Don't ask other don't wasting time. So that's a Nagarjuna at the main point. So it's very good for me. This people ask me question many diversity about their life, business, family, and many worldly things, and not related any to the spiritual. More is own agenda in these worldly things. And you give a spiritual answer, they don't accept. Usually people who ask questions, especially in the Western country problem, Western people problems, they only wanted to hear what they wanted to need to hear, or something they want to hear that. If you give best answer, if they don't like it, even it's true, but they don't take it. And then they really want something, you get the answer is even not true. They say, I'm get great answer. I'm so happy. I asked this question many teachers, but no one gave me this answer. Only you give me this answer. You are great. So they're extremely happy and joy because they only wanted to hear that. They don't want to change anything. Like this, the point is like what I want to hear. So many people have own agenda, many own worldly things. They want to hear that. And then you're happy. Other than that, not important. So then, someone or when you talk about human rights, and then you hear something like that, and so happy, enjoy, then that you are good teacher, you good. And you don't hear that, talk about freedom, everything, they're not happy. So someone only talk about environment, okay? So that's also good things like okay, environment. And you hear something environment, then you're very happy. Other things, not important. Okay, someone only thinking about good health. So someone say, "Oh, we have to take care health. It's important. Something, don't eat too much sugar." Then they're extremely happy. Yeah, it's great. Teaching. And right now, we really engaging the Dharma teaching, but realitily, we're only looking to something in this worldly good things, seeking that. So teaching is too far away from many, many people. Not even very like close. Like if the teaching is 100 miles, we are only 100 miles. If teaching is 100 miles far away, we can go only 1 miles. So like that way, far away. Usually receiving the teaching, they're looking only on agenda. Any something like your mind, something good. And then how to get that? That's the best. Only thinking about that is the best. Some kids only think candy is the best. So many people has their own agenda, that's the best. Something related to Dharma for that, then say, oh, I want to become Dharma. Many people, some come to Dharma, Buddhist reasons. I heard that, I really like it because it makes sense for me. That's why I become Buddhist. That makes sense is like 1%, never even 1%. 1,000%, like even not close to 1%. That's why I say I'm become Buddhist. If someday that not really makes sense for you, it's give up already Dharma. Say, okay, I'm not Buddhist. The reason is I don't like that words. Or I like these words. That's why I become Buddhist. Or I see that things. I get feeling connections. That's why I become Buddhist. Okay. And I see that teacher, he says something that makes sense. That's why I become Buddhist. Or he says something no makes sense. I want to give up. So many we have that in the right now. So it's never ever close to Dharma. Okay, so that's why this Buddha Shakyamuni didn't give answer to in this kind of questions. So Nagarjuna said Buddha is very wise. His wisdom, because he didn't give answer. Reason is whatever say, this world is exhausted or not going to exhaust. It's the person not going to take anything. It's permanent, impermanent, nothing going to take anything. So that's why Buddha say it's meaningless answer. He didn't give answer. So the point is Nagarjuna said don't stuck with meaningless things. Then next is ignorance. This is the where we come from. Samsara. This called 12 lane, interdependent. So if you're really going to investigating how to remove the samsara, first we have to know the source of samsara. So first one, from ignorance. comes action. So this list here, the 12 of this. First is ignorance, then due to ignorance comes action. And from that comes consciousness. Then namshi mengdangzo. Then name and form appears. From that arise the six things, faculties. Whence contract comes, thus did the Buddha teach. And then from the contract, feeling comes to be. And based on feeling, carving will appear. Again from the carving, grasping will be born. And then becoming, and from this, there is a birth. So that takes birth. So there, here has the actually 12 different explained. So first we have ignorance. Ignorance create action, karma. Then karma control the conscious. Okay, consciousness. Mind is, karmic imprint into the mind. Mind become no choice. Conscious. Then conscious going into, due to karma, conscious into the mother's womb. This goes like, two life. The previous life and this life, like, this is 12 interdependent is counted by the two lifetimes. Some is previous life, some is in this life. Okay, ignorance, karma is previous life, and conscious. Then conscious into mother's womb, because due to karma, conscious. Then the name, and then we call the name. Like, so name is like, so aggregates or like, something like into creating in the mother's womb, name and form effort, then become create a form body. From that arise the six things, then faculties become six from that arise, the long as like, creating all this in the mother's wombs, then arise these six things, faculties. Six faculties, six things is rising. When contact comes, then contact comes means it's like you become, six things is contact to the object. Contact comes. Thus, then contact is then from the contact, feeling comes, like you touch. Contact, like six senses try to contact to six object, and then six object it has feelings. Feeling comes. So then we have a attachment feeling or hatred feeling is rising. Feeling comes to be. And based on the feeling, then feeling has a curving. So curving is like attached to pleasant feeling, and hatred to negative feeling. Okay, say like unpleasant feeling, curving will appear. Then again from curving, grasping, then we have grasping comes. Will be born, then due to that born, and then becoming, and from this there is birth, then take birth again and again. So this is called six how to say, the interdependent. I explain this more in the one of my book commentary, Supplication Tara commentary. So in there I explain this very, very clearly. So mm, this all these rams, they also has like some examples. Example is so it's explained lots in this supplication Tara commentary about this each one. I don't know, I want to share this, but it's take really long time then. So this the top of this one by one, but maybe next time we can do another teaching topic for this, specifically for this 12 interdependent. So Nagarjuna here mentioned is a root text. Root text is usually they talk about this all interdependent. Buddha has teachings a lot and very generally, and the Nagarjuna, all this bring to many is together. He put together. So Buddha mentioned all the diversity like samsara sort. And then Nagarjuna bring into this, 12 interdependent, like how to follow. So usually, mostly teacher is the, scholars is followed by this root text. This explain all the, like the details. I mean, and this letter to his friend, Nagarjuna letter to his friend. This teaching is kind of many root texts. Example, like traveling interdependent. This is the root text. And Nagarjuna sharing this, then many, scholars follow this and explain. So then many all these sections, like talk about the 6 ram, each one suffering. When we practice in Hindo is a preliminary practice. We have to follow this all the, meditation, different rams. So its root text is actually in, this Nagarjuna's letter to his friend. So yeah, this the point is like we can next time we can do again this specifically topic to share more explain. So then so 110 verses, long as you have this 12, again from carving, grasping will be born. So then take birth is samsara, and then becoming, and from this there's birth. Take the birth. So long as then, so the 111, so 111, then once there is birth, comes misery untold, and sickness, aging, once fasted, death, disease, in short, the whole great mass of pain. If birth is stopped, all this will be no more. So Nagarjuna mentioned here is long as you have take birth, then we have this aging, and we have so death and fears, many diversity suffering, miserable things happen. So long as you stop this birth, then stop all the sufferings. If we don't stop the birth, and then suffering never going to stop, exhaust. So that's why the main important what Nagarjuna sharing here is we have to stop the birth. So anything we do through the body, speech, mind, something benefit for stop the birth. So that's the, truly taking care ourselves. No any other benefit in the other worldly things, because we stop something, it comes another some sufferings. So no one then has truly, I think, solution or free from suffering. That's why it's most best solution is to stop the birth. If birth is stopped, then all this will be no more, means suffering is no more. The 12th, within the treasury of the Buddha's words. So the Nagarjuna said the Buddha Shakyamuni has so many teachings. So the another most important is this traveling, interdependent. There's no so precious. The knowing this traveling interdependent is precious thing. So profound as this. He says very profound, very important. And those who see that things dependent till arise do see the Buddha, perfect knower of the truth. Who knows this traveling interdependent is the, source of samsara. Knowing this, and who want to stop that, and then that person has, Nagarjuna said, really, truly knowing, true knowing. That person knows the knowing the Buddha's teaching is truth. So who see this traveling interdependent is true, and recognize, wow, so amazing what Buddha, share this traveling interdependent. No any other talk about this before Buddha Shakyamuni. Or other teachers like religions talk about gods create, permanent create, nature create, or diversity things. Already Nagarjuna mentioned some of the previous verses already explain that. So Buddha Shakyamuni, he really see where these beings ought to create due to this traveling interdependent create. So that's why who knowing this, then that person recognize the Buddha's teaching. Then that person do see the Buddha perfect knower. Then really know Buddha is omniscient wisdom teacher of the truth. So Nagarjuna, he always bring, the intellectual way to knowing Buddha is omniscient wisdom. And the Buddha is unmistaken teacher. So Nagarjuna approving that. So Nagarjuna here also mentioned, who really understand this traveling interdependent, that person really know the Dharma. That person really recognize enlightening Buddha Shakyamuni is omniscient wisdom teacher. And recognize his teaching is truth. So now we have 113. Okay, so tomorrow is possible to finish. Okay, so we leave that today, and tomorrow have possible to finish. So first do this dedication and then go to daily prayer. Dorje Jang the Loba Naroba Marpa Malareba Dharma Lord Gamboba Pamotoba Lord Digomba, please bestow upon us most auspicious bless our Kaju Lamas. By this virtue may achieve omniscience by defeating all enemies confusion. May who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, death, cross the ocean of samsara. This also comes from Nagarjuna. By this virtue, may achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemy, confusion, may all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. This is exactly related to today's teaching. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise, where it is born, may it not decline, but it will increase higher and higher. This comes from Shantideva. Shantideva also Nagarjuna's disciple. This is the way of Bodhisattvas, the all is bring into these categories. I pray that the Lama may have a good health. I pray that Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activity separate far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri Devero realized automatic state, and as did the Samantha, but I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the Tirikayas, by the blessing of the true of unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I shall bear fruit. By this virtue collected in the three times, by my seven all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the inner rule of virtue, may all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teaching of great Dikompa Renashir, who is omniscient Lord of Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of the samsara. So now we go to daily prayer. Daily prayer is please guard Roma.